everybody! Hello, Mystery Theater Void Dweller. Ooh, Apparition. Welcome back to Rose Guns Days. Yes. It's been a while. I am so sorry. I got sick. And I just wanted to get just be done with 428 while not like disturbing the schedule, because it's all like, you know, everyone's used to having Rose Guns Days on Sundays and Thursdays, and the other game, which is 428, but 428 is over now, on the other Saturday, on Tuesday and Friday. Chica-chan, woo! Welcome to the stream. And so, you know, I said, you know what? I just needed a day just to recover my voice, because I hate it when that happens. It doesn't happen as often as it used to. But I used to have a lot of times when I'd get, I don't know, some kind of throat sickness in Australia that would make my voice go all rah, 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 like that, and I couldn't do anything with it. So I am at like 95% G-Chan, so I know I said that I might, but I don't think I'll be able to, Void Dweller. We're just gonna take that as a missed day, and it'll be fine. Tuesday will be Remember 11. Hello, Zarmegas. Welcome to the stream. So anyway, last time, Keireiji, fucking hell, is actually Father Caleb, a big boss. And Miguel is just his underling, like top underling, who is probably going to be fought by Wayne. It was revealed. And since we're very far into this, at least I think, into part 1, I think, it wouldn't surprise me if Father Caleb, Keireiji, whatever, is going to be the final boss of part 1. And we're going to see just what exactly separates the parts, like, you know, because in Higurashi and Umineko, parts were separated by certain things happening. I don't want to fully spoil it, because Rose Guns Days is pretty separate. It's a separate continuity. But let's see what separates the parts in Rose Guns Days. Time to get back into it. Against the businessmen we made contracts with?
Yes. It seems the Caleb family contacted them and demanded quite an excessive sum. So they finally bared their fangs. Apparently, their excuse is that they're collecting funds for the creation of a war veteran welfare organization. Isn't it pretty obvious that the Caleb family's behind it? Of course it is. Caleb's name is already known throughout the city. Everyone's afraid of what'll happen if they don't pay up. But even if they do pay, they might get pestered for cash again and again. Exactly. Demands for money from men like this have no limits. It's like a fight for dominance in a pack of stray dogs. If you surrender and roll over once, you'll keep getting bitten forever.
I wonder if Caleb-san will come for us too.
I don't know. However, the fact that we have now the backing of the occupying forces is well known by that crowd. It's just possible that they won't come into contact with us in order to avoid trouble with the occupying forces. After all, it's a fact that we haven't had any contact from them yet.
In that case, what about the businessmen we've made contracts with?
They're holding off on answering.
Holding off?
Yes. They have certain expectations from us.
I see. Hello, Oe. Welcome to the stream.
I want to see if the protection from the occupying forces extends to them. By the common understanding between us and the captain, all establishments in the Primavera Alliance are considered to be under his protection. However, we don't know if the businessmen contracted with Primavera also fall into that category.
If we could ask the captain to protect everyone. It'd probably... Oh, sorry. Wrong guy.
It'd probably make more difficult for those guys to lay hands on them.
I'll try talking to Captain Butler.
Hello. Is that you, Rose-chan? It's me, Butler. Sorry I couldn't respond to all the other calls. They haven't invented answering machines yet. I've kept you waiting too long.
Oh, Captain! I've been waiting for you to call. Actually, there's something important I would like very much for you to talk to you about.
What's that? If you need help on doing your bra hug, I'd be happy to lend a hand.
Oh boy. The truth is, I would like to borrow your strength.
My strength? Well now, what kind of trouble could you be in? I believe I've neatly done away with all the troubles descending on Primavera.
The truth is, this doesn't involve Primavera the club, but some of the businesses we make deals with.
Hold on there. I can't go looking after all the businessmen you make contract with.
Hello, James. Welcome to the stream and happy birthday.
I promise to protect the establishments that are part of Primavera. But isn't that a pretty wide interpretation of those words?
That's, well, something we understand. Your point is a reasonable one. With that in mind, could we talk about dealing with their problems? Of course, this would be a brand new contract between us. We'll find you a suitable reward for any new annoyances this may cause you.
Huh. Rose-chan. You see, I've never really seen our relationship as a contract. I protect your club because of a modest desire on my part. As a regular guest who loves you and the club. I wouldn't want you to think I just gave in because of money.
But we earnestly want you to lend us your power. We'll find a way to repay you in whatever fashion you like. So please!
Huh. One night with you, Rose-chan. If you let me do as I please, I'd be willing to consider it.
Damn. Wow. Well, it's not like, that is her job. I mean... Oh boy. That's... Well...
I'm kidding, just kidding. You're so cute, Rose-chan.
Well, that's a relief.
It's really a pleasure to tease you.
Captain.
For now, that's all I have to say. As I've done in the past, I'll take responsibility and protect your club. However, I can't take care of all of your contracted businessmen. Even I'm barely scraping by in various ways. I'm truly sorry. Please forgive me.
So this was what it was like to have no one to cling to. Rose couldn't think of anything to do except hang her head in shocked silence. Apparition, I am even worse with real life names. I find it so hard to remember people's names in real life. Seriously, that is like the worst thing for me. I'm too used to the internet where People's names are next to their what they say at all times. Butler set down the receiver and returned to a chair where a guest was waiting. I bet I know who that might be. Yep. Here we go.
Is that enough to prove that I'm neutral in this matter?
I knew it.
Very well. I understand your position. I even have my own theme song.
At a sign from Butler, the waiter brought in a chilled bottle of wine. Butler took it and filled Caleb's glass himself.
I think we could grow to be good friends. You think so? I'm not sure about that yet.
Butler had already made contact with Caleb. The captain, with his schemes of controlling the underground from behind the scenes, couldn't afford to ignore Caleb.
I'll tell you what I'm hoping for. Don't make too much of a scene. That's all. And in exchange, no matter what sort of business you profit from, I'll pretend not to see it. Isn't that a deal on even footing?
Fool. You've got it backwards.
Oh?
If we give you the peace you desire, shouldn't you have to give us something in return?
Having us ignore your activities isn't enough for you?
If you think that something like that is enough to make us even, you must really underestimate us.
I'm so sorry, Oe. Thank you for telling me the music was loud. It's because 428's music is very soft, and I always am constantly adjusting it. But 428 is done now, so hopefully Remember 11 won't have the same issue. Hello, James. I gotta read your comment. Caleb's Mafiosis carry a beatbox playing his theme. Butlers are carrying one that plays Dread of the Grave, but it won't play until 1986. What is that like? That's gotta be like 40 years from now. Jeez.
Very well. I understand. It's only natural that you take us lightly now. After all, we haven't shown our strength in any visible way. However, sooner or later, you people in the occupying forces will see our quality clearly for yourselves. Once that happens, then we can talk about whether we can become friends on an even footing.
There's nothing to be gained by making us your enemies.
The same goes for us both. You've got nothing to gain from making me your enemy. Isn't that the sort of relationship, with our blades at each other's throats, a truly equal relationship?
Feel free to start an all-out war whenever you like, if that's what you want.
Perfect! My country surrendered, but I never raised any white flag. If you want, we can start our showdown on the mainland right here, whenever you like.
However, neither of us wants that. Am I right?
You're the ones who don't want it.
So, you plan to be aggressive until the end?
Very soon, you'll understand our quality.
Oh, come on, cat, please.
We'll take control of all of City 23's money. and strike you and your superiors down with those wads of bills. When that happens, you'll realize that you have to deal with us on better terms. Don't underestimate me, Philip Butler.
That won't do. The madam doesn't meet with people without an appointment.
Just shut up and call her here, ugly woman.
That nose of yours is filthy. Oh, that's him saying that.
That nose of yours is filthy.
He has like a nose fetish.
Maybe I should use this knife to straighten it up a bit for you.
Enough, Miguel. Don't play around with mere underlings. Young miss. My name is Caleb. Pass that on to Madame Rose. If she doesn't come to meet me after hearing my name, then I'll just have to take that as her answer.
Caleb's visit has truly been sudden. They hurried to call Richard, and the first meeting between Rose and Caleb was arranged. I speak as Primavera's representative. Rose Highbar is my name. This man is Richard Miyogi-kun, who acts as my assistant.
A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Caleb.
Do you know about me?
We hear your name often lately.
You are the boss? No, the father of the Caleb family, which took control of the City 23 underworld, correct?
In the same way, I know about you as well. Primavera, an alliance for clubs of those ladies of the evening. I hear you've gathered a bunch of beautiful ladies, and are now making a killing off the occupying forces. You have the backing of the occupied forces, and you even crushed that bastard Alfred. Ah, that's right. I hear that Leo, the man of all those rumors, works as your bodyguard.
Ooh, that kid over there, who looks like a dog who lost his pack. There's no way he's the Leo for the rumors, right?
Bastard. I'd hope to meet him just once.
He still doesn't know that they're the same person.
Could you call him here for me?
He's off duty today. I'm afraid you'll have to wait for another opportunity.
Such a shame. Very well then. Let's get to business. First off, we've got no interest in exchanging fire with the occupying forces. If we make a pass at Primavera, they'll tarnish Butler's reputation.
Captain Butler has done a lot for us.
I know. That's why I want to settle things peacefully with you.
Stop and think about what that means for Caleb to come here personally, okay? Of course, we understand the implications.
I'll cut to the point. What do you say? Will you entrust Primavera to the Caleb family?
What do you mean by that?
That's it. Bada bing. There's still many people, Those who give up everything for their country, who are suffering and have trouble getting by. Rumor has it that you, Madame Rose, are also holding out a helping hand to save your country. I hear you do all your business dealings with your countrymen and spend any money in the community of your country. Hearing that gave me an idea. You and I have the same ideas. The two of us could come to understand each other. I was certain of that. That is why I came here.
Yeah, I want to know what he's gonna try to do here.
Madame Rose, will you willingly support us to save those many poor countrymen of ours?
And what sort of support, specifically?
We ask for funds proportional to what people can pay. In Primavera's case,
How much?
10 million Japanese dollars.
And then he holds like a finger up to his mouth and he goes, da 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 da.
Are you kidding me?
Wayne couldn't be quiet. That much money would be.
Don't play dumb. We've got information on how much you've saved up.
We really wouldn't like it if you took us lightly. Oh.
Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. It was proof that they weren't just a bunch of thugs, but a group that has already held great influence in financial affairs. The Caleb family was now extending its power at an incredible rate.
And you want us to play that? Are there any other conditions?
We'll be taking payments out of your earnings.
You think you're the government? You think you're a freaking tax collector? Jesus Christ.
The establishments under the Primavera Alliance will pay a grand total of $500,000 a month.
Jesus Louise's creases. I gotta read James's comment again. I'm so sorry. They don't really have money saved, and Wayne wasted it all on Wanyadora, and he didn't even get any good pulls.
That's right. No 6 stars.
At least they got my pity rate up.
Oh my god, James.
With $50, you might be able to eat a decent meal. But 50,000? You're crazy. That money will be used to save many of our countrymen. It's not money to be used for fun, unlike you, Wayne. Hey! My end goal is to form an equal relationship with the occupying forces and save our countrymen. I need money to do that. I'll use that power to make them acknowledge us and save our countrymen. True enough, $50,000 a month may sound like a big number. But think of it this way. That kid just said $50 was enough to get a decent meal, right? In other words, if we had 50,000, we could feed dinners to about 300 unemployed people for a month. However, I'll use that money more efficiently. In the end, we'll rebuild City 23 into a place where everyone earns enough in wages to eat decent food.
I think that's very admirable.
On this very day, many men are suffering without jobs. Saving them is what fellow countrymen are supposed to do for each other. Right?
Yeah, he is very complicated. It's like he's trying to do something good, but he is being way too forceful.
I believe we share the same ideal in our minds. Well, it's true that this is all very sudden. And the amount is huge too. However, every day more people die because they couldn't eat. And couldn't get a job because of malnutrition. How long can you go without food? 3 days? 4 days? There isn't a moment to spare. Right. You understand, don't you? Also, there's a lot of troublesome people out there.
Yeah, this is so complicated. It's like I don't like the way he's going about it. And I can see Rose is having the same kind of quandary in her mind. It's like she agrees with him in principle, but he's being way too forceful. But even still, there is a point about many people are dying. And yeah, exactly, he's threatening and coercing people. Like, it's so weird to think about, like, imagine if there was nobody like Rose who's doing it in a kinder way. Then it would be so much harder to decide, like, if Rose did not exist, if Primavera did not exist, Caleb would undoubtedly be the good guy in this situation, wouldn't he? And yet, because Rose exists, he's a villain, and I find that situation incredibly fascinating.
Because they've made deals with Primavera. They believe they have the backing of the occupying forces and get on their high horses. The money I'm gathering is like a tax.
Yeah, it does seem like a tax. That's exactly what it seems like.
If some people don't pay, that makes the people who do pay look stupid, right?
But taxes, in an ideal world, should have some kind of oversight to make sure the money is being spent properly. Are there any guarantees that it will be? And that your people are not embezzling it? Like, it's already... Like, this system, you're already running an underworld operation. And the corruption is just gonna go all the way down. Like... There... It really is all about perception and framing, because I could totally see him being the hero of this story if there was no Rose, no Primavera, and it would be a very dark story, but... I don't know. I really want to see where this goes.
If some people don't pay, that makes the people who do pay look stupid, right? If those people hear that Primavera paid up, they'll probably do the same obediently.
Exactly, Tichan. There's no checks and balances. It's like there's no way to make sure what he's saying is going to happen will happen. Like, if this was a government like he's trying to say, then there would be a system of public checks and balances. But without that system of checks and balances, there's no way to know what he's saying is the absolute truth. He could be completely bullshitting. And nobody would ever know. And it's not like, since he's a mob boss, it's not like he can be public about what his money does either. So yeah, I don't see anything good coming from this method just because he's a mob boss. And there's no way to really make sure the money is going to where he says it's going.
We won't have to stir up unnecessary trouble. And this unnecessary trouble would be... Yo! Who knows? Why don't you try and figure it out for yourself?
It was half a threat. Caleb knew that the businessmen dealing with Primavera weren't under Butler's protection. He was, in effect, threatening to attack those unprotected people if Primavera didn't cooperate.
How long do we have to give our answer? The amount is huge. We can talk later about making time to prepare the money. However, as to whether you'll support our goals or not, I need an answer right here, right now.
Could you give us some time to discuss it at least?
Sure. I'll give you an hour.
That is not much time at all.
The two of you can have a nice long discussion about it. We'll have a drink while we wait. Let's go, men.
Caleb took his underlings out of the VIP room and into the club. He probably didn't intend to leave the club until he got an answer.
Those people are crazy.
I think what he's saying is admirable. It's true that there's a lot of people out there who need to be saved.
Are you gonna trust what they say?
Exactly.
You know it's just gonna go into their pockets.
Like, yeah, Wayne totally has a point, as I was just saying. There's no way to know that the money's gonna go to where they say it's gonna go.
It doesn't matter what they use the money for. The important point is whether or not we want to make massive payments as protection money in order to avoid becoming their enemies. The situation has changed since Alfred's time. Caleb's influence is overpowering. We're a long way away from a situation where a few bodyguards can make raids and actually accomplish anything.
This fucking cat, I swear.
Richardson, Isn't this the sort of time to rely on the captain?
Most likely, the captain is putting us and Caleb on a scale, waiting to see what happens next. As you know, the captain wants connections to the City 23 underworld. It's very hard to imagine him opposing Caleb for our sake.
What happens if we refuse? If we turn Caleb's son down?
From what I heard from Cyrus, those who don't obey are assaulted thoroughly and used as an example. They will probably interfere repeatedly with the businessmen contracted with us. In the worst case, those businessmen will be crushed, which will delay the delivery of goods to us and hamper our business as well. As a result, we'll probably have to switch from our Japanese business partners back to our old foreign, mostly American business partners. Since Caleb wants to avoid trouble with the occupying forces, he probably won't lay a hand on foreign businessmen.
But then, what will happen to the Japanese businessmen? There were someone said they'd have hanged themselves if it weren't for their contracts with Primavera. Jesus Christ. In other words, if they refuse to support Caleb, the contracts with their countrymen that they'd begun with good intentions would be destroyed. For Primavera to continue functioning, they would need to return to deals with their own old foreign partners. Those they'd contracted with their Primavera contracts gone and the Caleb family breathing down their necks, would meet a sad end. Of course, there was no guarantee that even Primavera would be safe. They didn't know where, when, where, how, or who would be harassed. Then, if we give the okay, will everyone be happy? After all, it's like Caleb's son said. He said he'll use the money to feed the poor.
I'm sorry to say it, but there's no guarantee that will happen. We will just pay money one-sidedly without any right to oversee how it's used.
Exactly. Exactly. Richard, you know what I'm talking about.
The problem is these large monthly payments of protection money. We would have to reduce many of our costs to manage that. We are a high-class service establishment. If we cut the number of employees, the expenses for our store of food and drink, it would be impossible to maintain the same level of service. I'm sorry, but wages will have to be the first thing to get cut. Who would do this job for low wages? The young ones will probably quit soonest.
In other words, if they swore to support Caleb, they would be stuck with a massive sum of protection money, which would make the club's management more difficult. In the end, many people would quit, and Primavera would crumble. However, ladies of the night have to continue working to make money. The girls would have to stand out all alone in the dangerous nighttime streets, searching for customers without anyone's protection. So in the end, it would be the same as Primavera kicking out the woman it was supposed to protect. No matter what I choose, I won't be able to protect anyone.
Their intention is to leave us no time to argue that matter.
Richard Kuhn, what do you think we should do?
I would give them the okay. I would give them the asking price now and then continue negotiations over time. Even they have nothing to gain from killing the goose that lays golden eggs. They should be open to negotiations over the amount of money. That doesn't sound any fun. We just be doing whatever they told us. I want to fight somebody.
Exactly, Apparition. That's what I was saying earlier. There is zero transparency here. And with Caleb as a mob family, there's no way there can be transparency. So how can we trust what he's saying is true?
It would also give us time to set for a counterattack. It may be useful to discuss this with the captain, Amanda Meiju-san. We have our connections as well. Given enough time, we might be able to find some measure to take. Until we say yes and get them to leave, there's a chance that they'll immediately cause us harm of some sort. If I was the madam, I would consider making a show of obedience for the time being to be the optimal plan. Rose-san.
I don't know. What should I do? Someone help me! In the end, Rose decided to respond with a yes. Hello, Rom, welcome to the stream. That didn't mean that she agreed with that answer from the bottom of her heart. However, as Richard said, unless she gave that answer, anyone might get hurt. Pretending to be obedient was the best answer. As she repeatedly told herself this, Rose left the room and went out into the club. As she did, she saw Miguel giving Claudia a hard time. When Claudia got her own store, she quit her job at Primavera. Most likely, she had finally freed up some time on her schedule and decided to pay the club a visit.
Enough of that, Miguel. Kaha! Listen up, Missy. When we were on the battlefield, starving and picking the maggots from wounds of our comrades, just what were you women doing?
So working as hard as we could.
Yes, you were. You were spreading your legs for men, indulging your carnal desires and eating delicious food to your heart's content. And we were crawling on around the battlefield, spraying our blood and flesh everywhere to protect you, filthy woman.
Oh god, you are such a bitch, and in the bad way.
And yet you women don't act like you understand our suffering. You torment us, looking at us as if we were something filthy. Who's the filthy one? This ugly sack of flesh is. When I see you living here all warm and comfortable, it makes me sick.
What a piece of shit.
Stop that!
Oh, that was Rose. Please stop that! It was Rose's voice. Her expression was totally different from the depressed, worrying one from a second ago. With a resolute stare, she walked briskly forward and slapped Miguel's cheek.
Oh.
Are you okay, Claudia?
Thank you.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
Please don't take us lightly.
Huh?
I said don't take us women lightly! Sure, I know things were terrible for you men on the battlefield. I feel sympathy for you! In that case, do you know how much hardship women had to go through to keep eating when we lived through the disaster after being left all alone? We worked frantically so we could live, so we could eat. Do you know how painful it is to work as a lady of the evening? Do you? You don't, do you? It sure is nice for you, because you fought bravely for your country. Everyone feels sympathy for you. No one feels any sympathy for us! Even though they say our job is filthy, we keep on doing it because we must to survive. Don't take us so lightly! I, Rose Haibara, will never forgive anyone who tramples upon a girl's dignity!
You bitch.
You're the bitch. I can't wait until somebody kicks his ass.
Wait, Miguel. Put your knife away. My apologies, Madam Rose. Miguel has a bad drinking habit. Allow me to apologize for this rudeness. Please forgive me. Well then, will you give me your answer?
When you're lost, trust in your heart.
Will Primavera obey me or not?
I know what she's gonna do. Oh boy. Yeah, I think he's gonna be the final boss of part 1 here. And your heart whispers to you, that's the right answer. We refuse!
Rose, why do I even bother?
Don't take us so lightly. We don't have a single dollar we're willing to spend on people who think we've never suffered. If it's necessary to provide charity for the unfortunate, we'll do it ourselves! We won't entrust that job to you! At first, I thought your aims were pretty admirable. But if I really think about it, it doesn't make sense. You're mistaken.
How so? Let's hear what you have to say.
It doesn't make sense to save one person's suffering by bringing misery to someone else. You're forcing your noble goals on a great many people, bringing misery to them all.
There's a lot of people we need to save right now. We have no time.
Then why don't you try to use your noble spirit? Speak from your heart and make everyone understand. I don't believe that someone like you, who makes examples of those who don't obey, could ever save people living in misery. I'll save our countrymen using the way I believe in. I will not endorse you. Please, leave this place. My answer will not change again.
A good answer. You're just like my dead wife.
Ouch, damn. That's a backstory we didn't know. God.
However, Madam Rose, Can you handle the responsibility and after effects of that answer? Both of us are in charge of caring for a great number of people.
Rose is taking on a lot of responsibility.
That's not a fact to be taken lightly. Don't start crying if it turns out you can't take responsibility. Got it?
I will take responsibility.
As if you've ever taken it before. Let's go, everyone. We've heard her answer. We're going home.
Caleb and the others headed toward the exit. Then he turned around and offered some final words.
Rose, what you're saying ignores reality. It's just talk.
I love this ideological conflict here.
I'm not like that. To protect my friends, my war buddies, no, my family, I'm prepared to dirty my hands as much as needed.
I'll also protect everyone.
You know, protecting someone means getting dirty. That's what you don't understand. That's why you're wearing those fine, lovely clothes with that flawless face of yours.
Damn, this is so interesting.
Let's see how much your talk can actually protect. So long, Madame Rose.
This is super interesting because, you know what this almost reminds me of? Fire Emblem Three Houses, except there's no one in Rose's place in Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's basically, we have Edelgard, who is a less extreme Caleb, and people who are trying to preserve the status quo. And I find this incredibly interesting. Because here we have someone trying to change things one way and trying to change things another way. In this conflict right here. And he makes some good points, even though his overall methodology is wrong and has no oversight. Rose has some naivete that I think she even realizes herself. I do wonder how this is going to resolve, because I mean, it'll probably end in her victory, because Primavera's victory, because, you know, we have 3 more parts to get through. But I do wonder what she's going to get out of this.
So long, Madame Rose. Unless you wish it, we probably won't be meeting again.
If you change your mind, call this number.
I don't need it. Please, go home. Caleb's group left. After a while, the tense atmosphere finally relaxed. The girls suddenly dashed forward. Claudia, are you okay?
Fine. You just put me out. Those guys piss me off. So I'll throw salt at him.
Oh my god, Void Dweller. I gotta read your comment. Caleb says,
Why don't we rule with an iron fist?
Rose says, no, we should be nice all the time. Patrick says,
Why don't we take our problem and push it somewhere else?
yes. Ji-chan, yeah, just push the American and Chinese away, yes. Oh my god.
Rose-san, that was excellent.
Oh god, what did I just do? Excellent. Was it? Did I really think it through as the madam? Make an excellent answer that could protect everyone. Rose's lips went pale. Yep. Oh god. She went weak and crouched down on the floor. Her shoulders were wet with cold sweat and frozen cold as ice.
Are you okay? Hang in there.
Can you handle the responsibility and after effects of that answer?
Those were his words, yes?
But my heart whispered to me. It told me that those people were bad. It's bad to pick people who are bad, right? So I thought I should refuse their offer. If your heart whispers to you, that's the right answer, right? I'm not wrong, am I? Am I?
In this world, there is no right or wrong answer. As long as you have no regrets, then no matter what happens, it was the right answer. What'll they try next? We'll probably see the result of our answer very soon.
Damn. Oh, thank you, Apparition. I actually was worried about the Rose voice today because it's a little raspy because I'm still not at 100%.
Forgive me, Leo, for bothering you while you were resting.
It's no problem. More importantly, it sounds like things have gotten nasty.
There was no way around it. We've had to take them on sooner or later.
Yeah. When we don't give our earnings to people like that.
Still, it's true that some of the girls are scared. Claudia was actually captured once, back when Alfred was around.
Yeah, we know, I was there. No guarantees something like that won't happen again.
I think we could still make it in time.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. I was given a phone number as they left. If we called right now, we might still make it in time. Even now, if we say we'll obey them.
Rose? Calm yourself. Forgive me. I should have dealt with Caleb alone.
It's okay. I'm the madam after all. I wasn't scared. But did I really make the right decision? I don't know! I don't know!
Your heart whispered to you again, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the right choice. Take a break for now. Cyrus will make some delicious tea.
Sure thing.
Rose hung her head, tears streaming down her face. Stella and Meryl walked up to her, comforting her.
Amanda was a friend of Caleb's, wasn't she?
Of course, we've made contact with her. We also spoke with the captain again.
Still, this is gonna get bad.
Isn't it a bodyguard's job to do something about that? You scared, old man?
Exactly, Ji-chan.
Hey now, don't get so riled up.
No one's scared, Wayne.
Of course no one's scared. Especially not me. The main character. I'm the hero, right? Yeah, of course. I didn't need to ask you. Just making sure you knew. Leo. Dinkelboig.
We're Primavera's bodyguards. We swore to protect Primavera, and we're getting paid for it. So, what are we gonna do, Richard?
There's a high probability that our troubles will be frequent going forward. Our club probably will not be assaulted, but it's likely that the businesses we contract will be.
There's an awful lot of those businesses. Field's too wide for us to defend it all.
Who cares? We'll fly over wherever we need to be and beat them up.
We'll do the best we can. Still, it's getting worse and worse, you know.
I understand that. However, this is the decision Primavera reached. Now that it's known Caleb family are our foes, we won't be able to employ more bodyguards.
Fine. 3 of us will do whatever we can.
That's right. Who cares about the Caleb family? Bring it on! We'll crush them.
Will it really be okay?
I don't know. However, we should always prepare for the worst case scenario.
What should we tell the girls?
This is just how I felt when I heard about Pearl Harbor on the radio.
Looking back, it was ironic. They had pushed back Alfred's group in an attempt to defend themselves. However, that had destroyed the precarious balance Alfred had provided. Ever since that day, it was certain that the Caleb family would gain power and become a foe far more dangerous than Alfred. In Italian, Primavera means spring. After a short time, the curtains would close on the warm spring of Primavera, and the harsh midsummer storms would come. Primavera's trials were fast approaching. Rose refused.
Yeah, she was quite an assertive lady.
Richard was with her, right? And she still refused.
Well, the man was the wiser of the two. However, the woman was a bit more assertive. Well, it'll be interesting to see how long they last.
You offered them clumsy threats, didn't you?
I thought I'd give them a few threats and they'd fold right over. At least she's a real madam in one way. She's got guts.
You're very good at reading men's feelings, but totally useless when it comes to reading women.
I was brought up to treat women to Tommy Mats and new recruits the same way. Smack them till they get better.
Ugh. Damn. So, what do you plan to do?
They picked a fight with us. It may be against a little girl, but I have no intention of going easy on them.
Jeez, yeah, big cringe at that, definitely, Ji-chan.
I treat all my foes like lions. That's my policy.
Enough of that. They're all girls, right? Please go at least a little easy on them.
Even if I said I'd go easy on them, do you think Miguel would listen?
Oh, that's the men going. Exactly. Ji-chan, that brought him down a lot of points. Rose, how will you take responsibility for that decision of yours? Oh wow, we got a lot of little things to go through now. J&T Sundry Good, a sundry shop that supplies Primavera's consumables. A kind of store making honest, straightforward deals that'll have trouble surviving in this age.
Stop that! Please stop! Why can't care? It's because your store is so filthy. We're just cleaning it up a bit. You are from Caleb's group, aren't you? I will pay. I've got no interest in paying money to villains bringing threats. Come to think of it, you're a pretty filthy old man, aren't you? I bet he's garbage too. Oversized garbage. Throw him in the garbage bin. Stop! Whoa! That's good enough, ain't it? Let's scram. So long, Gramps. We'll be back. Oh. Who the hell are you? Watch where you're going.
Just a minute too late. You've really made a mess of things, haven't y'all?
What's with this guy? You wanna have a go?
Wanna go for at least one last round, guys? My brakes just ain't working today. Hooah! Let's see you survive my stomp attack. Come on! Stomp on your heads, boy.
Whoa! Who would have expected this big and muscly guy to be so strong?
Shoulder charge. Come on. Hurrah! KO, sonny.
Damn, he's strong! Let's scram, let's scram!
Better look next time, chumps. You okay, Gramps?
Damn it all. Those people are parasites sucking human blood. Even though I'm doing my best just to run a business, why do I have to put up with this?
The elderly man scratched at the ground, shedding tears of regret. Cyrus could only curse his own powerlessness. Oh wow, that was fast. A liquor store supplying Primavera's drinks. Didn't he say that his family would have committed suicide if Rose hadn't saved them?
Please stop. Please don't kill him.
Hey, get up, Brett. What happened to all that spirit?
A young man had recklessly resisted them. Of course, no one stopped them as they circled around the man and kicked him out for fun. Passers-by could only circle around him and watch worriedly.
Hey, landlady. At this rate, your son will end up living in a wheelchair. You can't nurse your son in the prime of life while you're struggling to pay household expenses, right? Maybe it's better to apologize now and pay up a bit, don't you think? It still isn't too late. Give up and pay to the Keireiji family.
But we have no money. This ring is pure gold. If you sell it, it should be worth a little.
Well, now it looks like you do have something nice. If you sold that in a pawn shop, that ought to be enough for a drink.
Oh,
The landlady readied herself and removed the gold ring that was a memento of her dead husband.
Nice ring. Your husband must have loved you very much.
Oh my god, what? Damn, this sounds like Last In Conductor almost.
What's with you?
Me? I'm just a passing super.
Oh my god. I was gonna say,
I'm just your everyday protagonist. Passing superhero. Let's go.
What the hell?
Now it's my turn. Gotcha.
Ah!
How about an uppercut? This one's for you, Rose. Ha! KO. Is your son okay?
Hang in there. Hang in there. Someone call a doctor. Ah! A businessman supplying Primavera's food. Hoping to satisfy Japanese mouths, he distributes food out of charity, with hardly any profits.
Yeah, crush it. Hey. Don't you think you'll be doing any business while we're around?
Let the police come. Did anyone call them? Looks like he refused to pay protection money. He's not to get involved.
Huh? What are you looking at? Scram, fools.
Some evil-looking men were swinging metal pipes around, smashing bits of merchandise one after another. If anyone tried to stop them, they'd meet the same fate as the owner who had fainted.
Stupid old man. And cheap. Money ended up costing him. Their father was risen enough to save our poor countrymen. Japanese people who paid their own wallets and refused to support them other traders. It's time you learned that.
You've made quite a mess here, scum. Of course, you're gonna start cleaning it up now, right?
What's wrong, punk? Got something you like to complain about?
I've got no complaints. I'll just wordlessly send you all to the hospital. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. I'm attacking voiced. Wayne kick.
Whoa! This guy's nuts! He's like a rival to a main character!
Why you? I'll kick you extra hard for that. Ah! KO. Get up, scum. Time to start cleaning up.
Oh,
Damn. We need an ambulance more. Someone call an ambulance.
a store supplying sundry goods to Primavera. The company president feels a strong sense of obligation and employs many Japanese people, though at low wages.
Just around that corner. Shh. Too late.
A crowd had formed in front of the store. There were ambulances parked there too. Apparently they hadn't made it in time. Hello, stores. Welcome to the stream.
Damn it. They made a mess here.
The storefront looked like a tornado had swept through it. Underlings from the Caleb family had probably destroyed it to make an example.
Hey, President. Are you okay? Hey, you okay?
His ribs are broken. There may be some damage to his internal organs too. He needs immediate surgery. We'll have a mountain of them tonight. Ah! President! President! The company president was splendid. He resisted them until the end for our sakes. Damn it.
Don't throw a fit.
This wasn't a foe you could do anything to bear. Then what was you supposed to do, old man? Just give up and cry yourself to sleep. If you start up a war with that temper of yours, a lot more people are gonna suffer. Huh? What are you trying to say? Are you saying Rosan made the wrong decision? I didn't say that. Ow. Ow, wow, wow, wow. Don't take it out on me.
A liquor store supplying drinks for Primavera serves alcohol to many laborers at a price that's almost charity.
What's going on here?
Leah was making the rounds, checking that Primavera's business partners were safe. A store that usually had cases of alcohol bottles lined up was now empty, as though its owners had run away into the dead of night.
Are you one of Caleb's bunch? See for yourself. I'm closing up shop. If you want to trash the place, be my guest. I'll let you keep the leftover mats and trash. We're just barely making a living here. You can't go on living with you grabbing all our money every month. What will you do now? I've given up all our household belongings to the pawn shops for dirt cheap. We're leaving Tokyo to set for a countryside with a bit more humanity in it. The old gangs never took more than my New Year's decorations. You people are demons. Brutes. Jackals. Grunts. That's a shame. Have you already given this store to someone else? Who cares about that? Only the Americans and Chinese are doing well these days. One of them will probably buy it. Chinese sure have a sweet deal. Chinese mafia protects them. And the Americans have the occupying forces. But no one will protect the Japanese. Next time I get bored, I will not Japanese again. Who cares about your welfare organization? WWO is a stupid acronym. Those soldiers swagger about and bully the townspeople. This is no different than the front lines. The Japanese who eat their own countrymen crumble. Why didn't MacArthur drop some new kind of bomb on Japan?
Oh God. Oh God. Seriously? Damn. If it wasn't a Japanese person who wrote this.
He should have dropped it and blown his whole damn country to ashes. Damn it. Damn it.
Scored at the very end right there.
Amanda is continuing to maintain contact with Caleb. Before too long, he'll probably come to the table for renegotiations.
However, while that's happening, a lot of people are suffering.
Rose? Don't blame yourself. You're the ones making people suffer. Not you! It isn't your fault.
Stella? How did it go with Major-san?
I couldn't get in touch with him at all. I've never had so much trouble contacting him before.
Chinatown's probably waiting and seeing too. Because if they took Primavera's side, the Caleb family would probably view them as hostile. Huh, pathetic. Is the big and mighty Chinatown scared of Caleb?
During their harsh history, the Chinese were forced to develop the skills needed to foresee the future.
They're cautious. They'll never put their money on a horse they might lose.
You calling us a losing horse?
No one wants to get on a ship that might sink.
Greetings. I am sorry to have kept you waiting. Mr. Caleb. A big cheer to you for coming to my restaurant today. Our restaurant serves simply delicious food. I would love to see you enjoy it and spread the word about the deliciousness of Chinese food to all the people of Japan.
Enough of this farce. Lee Meichu.
Caleb put his big legs up on the table and folded them. Oh boy.
I already know who you are. Don't tell me you really thought you could pass yourself off as a restaurant owner. The Golden Dragon Society. A large Chinese mafia dominating City 23, which lies to the north. I already know you're one of the big four. Protect your boss, the young lord.
Damn, just like the I bet they're the four saint beasts. So I guess he's Siryu? Yep. Oh wait, if he's the South Gate, then wouldn't he be Genbu the turtle? Yet he's a dragon.
A member of the Inner Circle. Black Dragon Lee of the South Gate.
Meiju slowly moved back, still sitting in his chair. Then he slowly lifted his long legs and propped them down on the table just like Caleb. So, you know about us. That is a problem. I must report that Caleb's eyes have already wandered outside of City 23. His tone was completely different from the light-hearted one he used with Rose and Stella. His gaze also had a sharp glint that Rose and the others had never seen.
Chinatown once ran into trouble with Alfred. You leaked information on his island to Primavera. Let them crush Alfred for you.
Even though you knew, you'd still dance to the same tune, didn't you? Oh yeah, he would be Byakko the White Tiger. I always thought Gembu was the south one.
Huh.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is him.
You fight dirty, just like you'd expect from a Chinese bastard.
I'd prefer if you called it tactics.
I think I'm finally settling into a voice for him.
There's nothing I hate more than shady dealings, unheaded tricks and conspiracies. So I'll be blunt.
If you plan to get in our way, we will show no mercy.
That's exactly what we've got to say to you. The Chinatown of City 23 possesses only a trifling power.
However, please don't forget that there is a massive Chinatown waiting in the north called City 22.
City 22 was under the Chinese Army's jurisdiction. Of course, as a fellow countryman, the military and the Golden Dragon Society was closely linked. Jeez. With that backing, the Golden Dragon Society had already taken hold of all of City 22. They had built up a massive family. However, in addition to City 23 itself, City 22 is bordered by City 7 to the west and City 21 to the north, with the Chiba Prefecture on its east. City 7 and 21 were under American jurisdiction, and each was reigned over by an American Mafia association. The bird is the south? Oh, wow. So I had it reversed. Okay. That tortoise is north? Really? Damn. I had that completely wrong. Okay. They had formed an anti-Chinese alliance and turned their gazes toward the Golden Dragon Society. Furthermore, the Chiba Prefecture was controlled by Japanese gangster organizations. Goods smuggled in through Choshui Harbor had to travel overland through their territory. This gave them a strategic position so that they were constantly looking to make a push into City 22. The Golden Dragon Society, which already had enemies east and west, didn't want another enemy to the south. Protecting the South Gate until the end was the mission Meiju had been tasked with. It was to control the forces in City 23 to prevent them becoming an enemy of the Golden Dragon Society.
If at all possible, I'd want to get along with you as friends, but
Don't be stupid. Friendship isn't worth a fart. I'm Japanese. You're Chinese. We'll never be able to understand each other. It's eat or be eaten. Nothing more, nothing less.
Turning down any kind of allies, that's gonna be his downfall.
you're quite an interesting character. It's a shame you were born Japanese.
First off, let me make this clear. The fight I'm about to start is a crusade to save my countrymen.
So you're saying you have no interest in Chinatown?
I'm only interested in my countrymen. If any pebble gets in my way, I'll crush it no matter who it is. If you're scheming to pull the strings behind Primavera again, I could live with an all-out war. I don't know much about what you call tactics.
Oh, there's the loop in the music.
Underhanded dealings and conspiracies are beyond me. So I'll be simple. If I smell your involvement, I'll crush you mercilessly, be it misunderstanding or otherwise.
Quite a violent character. In that case, that's exactly what we've got to say to you.
We're done talking. Miguel, let's go.
You haven't even touched your chopsticks. I would appreciate it if you let me save face, as someone who called you here for a meal.
That is a very Chinese phrase.
Fool! Your people's history is the history of poisons, isn't it? Who would eat food offered by an enemy?
Oh boy, a lot of Chinese here that I can't read.
What boy?
Oh, here we go.
Boss, what should we do?
Order the youngsters not to act rashly, no matter what happens. If Primavera tries to make contact, do not respond to them until I say so.
Oh, good, Guppy Forest. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Understood.
We must report this to the young lord. We must tell them that a dragon has appeared amongst the Japanese in City 23.
Leo? Where were you going?
To meet a man.
Is that man someone who could do something about Caleb?
Of course. If the right hand's being naughty, it's on to ask the left hand to slap it.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't get your metaphors.
Sup, Richard?
What was that phone call about?
President of Central Fruits and Vegetables have passed away.
From among the businessmen attacked by the Caleb family, a tragic victim had finally appeared.
There were bone fractures across his body, with multiple wounded internal organs. They say there was nothing to be done.
Bastards! Such a good old man like that. I can't let this slide.
Be quiet. Make sure Rose and Wayne do not hear of this.
Yeah, I understand. would be too painful for Rose right now.
Uh-oh, she heard it anyway. Unfortunately, Rose just happened to be passing along the other side of the pillar and heard. Because of her emotional, irresponsible decision, she had caused someone's death. Caleb's parting words reverberated through Rose's mind like an echo. Oh boy.
Both of us are in charge of caring for a great number of people. That's not a fact to be taken lightly. Don't start crying if it turns out you can't take responsibility. Got it?
I will take responsibility.
As if you've ever taken it before.
She clenched her teeth, holding back fierce emotions. A single tear dripped down her face. Hello, AJ. Welcome to the stream. It wasn't sadness. It was a tear of anger at her own powerlessness and irresponsibility. There wasn't a moment to lose. This was no time to take it easy and wait for someone to do something. I have to take responsibility. I have to move right now and do something. Wayne-kun! Wayne-kun!
Rose-san, did you want me?
I'd like you to get a car started in the back, quietly.
Where were you planning to go? Didn't Richard-san say they shouldn't leave the club for a while?
I am the madam! There are some things that only I can take responsibility for. Take me to the occupying forces headquarters! I will convince Captain Butler to save us, no matter what it takes! Even if it's my body he desires, I will definitely get his power on our side.
Come to think of it, what happened to Leo? Maybe he went out to buy cigarettes or something. That's a man with a lot of nerves.
Brother, have you seen Rose?
What? What do you mean?
She hasn't come back since she went to the bathroom. She isn't anywhere in the club. Ah, fuck.
Wayne's gone. Car's gone too. This doesn't look any good, Richard. Will the captain even meet you without an appointment?
If not, I'll wait however many hours, however many days it takes before he'll meet with me. Getting the captain to hear our side is something only I, the madam, can do. The signal in front of them turned red, and Wayne stepped on the brakes. Uh-oh. Then suddenly two black cars wedged their way into their lane from left and right.
Damn it. Rose-san, get down!
Huh? The black-suited men packed into the cars that all struck jump-fed machine guns out the window at once. Whoa! The instant Rose realized that, Wayne slammed his foot down on the accelerator, and Rose's body was thrown down onto the seat.
They came. Damn it, bring it on!
Wayne-kun!
Get down. I'll shake him.
The squealing tires. The black car shook violently. The townspeople ran this way and that, trying to escape from the sudden car chase. They flew into oncoming traffic, just barely missing a trolley as they hurtled forwards. The ones chasing them would not let the prey they'd bitten once get away. If Wayne's speed dropped just a little, they'd quickly come alongside him and fill the driver's seat with lead.
Fuck! Move! Out of the way.
They were forced out of the oncoming traffic lane and onto the sidewalk, where they tore a hot dog stand to pieces. People walking by screamed and jumped out of the way. They sent a parked bicycle flying and smashed the side mirrors of one parked car after another. It was a scene of a majestic hunt by black metal beasts in a concrete jungle. Then a shrill explosive sound that wasn't a gunshot rang out. In the same instant, the car shook and rattled. One of their tires, unable to keep up with this violent driving, had burst.
Ah!
Wayne-kun!
Get down, Rose-san. Keep your head covered. Ah!
The car, now completely unsteerable, crashed into the corner of an alleyway and came to a stop. Rose barely made it. Even Wayne, who'd fortunately been told repeatedly to wear a seatbelt, made it with only light injuries. The car, with white smoke pouring out of it, seemed to be dead.
Rose-san, run away on your own. Oh man, there's something here.
I can't leave you behind!
Looks like that crash twisted the metal. The seatbelt won't come off.
Wait! If we use this... Rose pulled some fabric-cutting scissors from her purse. Fortunately, she always carried a sewing set with her.
I'll take care of the rest. So you need to hurry.
Wayne-kun!
I can manage to escape alone. So hurry!
On the main street, the pursuing cars screeched to a halt, and men began jumping out of them. Rose opened the door on the other side, facing the alley, and dashed out of the car. Then a bit later, Wayne escaped from the grasp of his seatbelt. By that time, he was already surrounded by his pursuers. Wayne's car hit the corner of a small alley, and that car was blocking the alley Rose had run down. This was their first and last fortress.
You're Wayne Uedera, one of Primavera's bodyguards, right? Be on your guard. He's that Mad Dog Wayne kid.
I won't let you go any further. Even if my arms are torn away, I'll bite every one of your legs off with these fangs. Time to go. Protect Rose. Here you go. Punch it.
Well, let's see if we can try kicks against him.
Damn.
A flying drop kick!
Do you try to punch again?
Missed me. Here we go. KO, bastards.
Wow. Not bad. Mad Dog Wayne Goon.
You're that Miguel person from the rumors.
Miguel-san, leave this to us.
Here we go. I knew they would be rivals. Hold this. If it gets dirty, I'll kill you. Miguel handed over his beloved gun to his underlings, then shook off his sleeves, exposing his upper body to the open air. His body was fierce like a black panther, further emphasizing his beast-like insanity. That's an incredible look you've got on your face. It's just like the old me.
Let's go, Miguel. I'll teach you what the fangs of Primavera's mad dog.
They do say that weak dogs howl the most, right?
What?
Here we go.
I'll teach you to look down on me. Here we go. Here we go. Punching, punching. And a flying drop kick. Come on. My ultimate attack. Here we go.
Oh, looks like it's time to teach you naughty boy a lesson. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, you're good. Here we go. Let me slouch more and more. Oh, wow, that's a good one. But sorry, not good enough. Are you done already? Hey, can't you even stand?
Ugh.
That's so boring. Hey, do you know why you lost? I'll tell you. That's because you've never really lost before. Do you know what it means to lose? What it means to accept defeat? A human who's learned that even once will never lose again. That's why I can only win or die. In other words, the word lose isn't in my dictionary. There isn't enough, that much left of this chapter. I was thinking that up, Rishin. Thank you for telling me.
Miguel-san.
Good work. If we grab that woman, Primavera will do whatever we say. Oh no, she got kidnapped again!
Oh, son.
Some men were carrying Rose, who was unconscious. put her into a car, and sped away. Miguel's group also got into the car. No, I won't kill you. It'll be your job to go back and tell everyone Rose has been captured. Ta-ta. If they're praying for Rose's safety, Primavera won't try anything funny. Bye-bye, adieu, Johnny. Bad Dog Wayne. Oh, should I call you Bad Dog Wayne now? Oh. Jesus, Louise's creases. Oh boy.
I thought you'd show yourself around now. Shishigami.
Oh boy. They're gonna have their first fight right now, aren't they? Or very soon.
You've heard the rumors about me by now, right?
Of course, Caleb.
Forgive me. It wasn't my intent to deceive you. There's quite a few people who tremble at the sound of my name. So I call myself Keireiji, hoping to become good friends with you.
We are friends, aren't we?
Well, aren't we? Why else would Father Caleb of the Caleb family allow for a meeting without an appointment? We'll have a seat. I've been saving a bottle for you.
Caleb, we are friends, right?
You do take your time getting to the point, Shishigami.
In that case, as a friend, I have a request.
Wait. Before you ask that, there's something I'd like to ask you again.
What's that?
I've taken over the entire underworld of City 23. I gathered up all the bosses and asked them a question. Is there a man named Shishigami working for any of you? There were no answers. There's no man named Shishigami in the City 23 underworld.
I'm a lone wolf.
Very well. Before I hear your request, I have a condition.
Let's hear it.
We are about to go to war with Primavera. They have quite a lot of money. Their influence is huge too. They aren't a group we can ignore. They're
hardly an ant to you right now, aren't they?
There's a proverb that even an anthole can collapse an embankment, right? They're desperate. They'll struggle as though their lives depended on it.
So like a cornered mouse biting a cat?
There's only one man I'm wary of. Leo of Primavera.
Here we go.
Only him. If I had Leo on my side, there would be no problems. However, if he refuses, I'll have to have him disappear. Shishigami, make Leo disappear.
Oh my god, he just put out a hit on his hitman. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be easy.
Hello, Hollow Mirage. Welcome to the stream.
You're telling me to kill Leo?
Don't misunderstand, okay? I only told you to make him disappear.
But I mean, you're a mob boss.
As long as Leo disappears from Primavera, that's good enough.
Okay, so he has a hunch. He has a hunch. Okay.
And you want me to do that?
That's my condition before listening to what you have to say. If you can make Leo disappear, I'll listen to whatever request you have.
Father, a word.
What is
We captured the princess, sir. Bowser. Caleb.
it? I see. Now that is good news. Shishigami, stick around for a bit longer. I've now got something I'd like to show you.
Oh my god. Oh god. Rose was in a large, dreary storehouse filled with rust and dust. She had been placed in a small chair without restraints, but it didn't look like the sort of situation that would allow her to stand up. Miguel was sitting across from her, smiling boldly with his legs crossed, and his underlings surrounding them. Please, let me meet with Caleb-san.
Why do you want to see him?
So I can surrender to him. My thoughtless answer has brought misery to many people. Some people have already lost their lives.
So?
As a person in charge of caring for a great number of people, I will take responsibility.
And what do you mean by taking responsibility?
I'll apologize to Caleb-san and have him forgive me. If he doesn't, I'll keep apologizing until he does.
And do you think we'll listen?
I do think you'll listen. I surrender from the bottom of my heart. Oh, God. If I can convey that heart to him, I think he will listen to what I have to say. We're fellow humans. If we talk with the utmost sincerity, I'm sure we can understand each other. Uh-oh. At that moment, Miguel suddenly kicked over the chair with Rose in it. Her slender body fell onto the ice-cold floor. Oh, God. What are you?
Even though you surrendered, what's with that high-headed manner? Accepting the feelings of the defeated and forgiving them is only one of the options. Is the only one of the options that the victor gets to choose. Doesn't it seem strange for the defeated to claim that'll happen, as though it's only natural? You see, you surrendered. You lost. Losing means you stop fighting. It means you're the same as a corpse. What can a corpse say? What rights do they have? None at all. Even if I tease you like this, you don't have the right to complain.
Even so, I believe that Caleb-san will listen to me.
Why? He's your enemy, right?
It isn't a matter of friends and enemies. After all, we're both human, aren't we? Even if we came from different countries and spoke different languages. Sincere heart will eventually get through. That's what my father said. That's what I believe.
Then do you want to give it a try?
Huh?
You guys.
Yes, Miguel-san?
Strip off all this ugly woman's clothes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What are you gonna do?
Didn't I tell you? Surrendering means you're same as a corpse. Do you know how the fallen corpses of enemy troops are treated? Do you know how the fallen corpses of enemy troops are treated? When the fierce battle is over and you've lost many friends, I'll show you.
Miguel slowly took out his knife. Uh-oh. The men all leapt at Rose, holding her as she struggled, and began ruthlessly tearing the clothes from her. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What I'm about to do will probably be very heartless. However, if you're right, your heart to be able to connect with mine and put a stop to my barbarous act. she probably started crying, begging for forgiveness. And anything else you couldn't think of.
Oh God. Jeez. Oh my God. With her clothes packed into her mouth, Rose couldn't even speak well. Miguel's fingers and blades slowly began to touch Rose's white, innocent skin. Miguel's expression looked neither vulgar nor insane. It was simply heartless and transparent, as cold as ice. Oh my God. Okay, you guys. I think we're gonna stop here for today. On that somber note. Whoa, Caleb is a motherfucking monster. Oh my God. Wow, I'm so sorry. Damn. Ugh. Miguel especially. Miguel is like pure chaotic evil. Oh my God. Anyway, on Tuesday, brand new series, Remember 11. The sequel to Ever 17. And we'll continue this on Thursday. Until then, I will say... Oh, wait. How long is relatively soon? Because... I'll see how far this goes, actually. Wait. Like, because it looks like there's going to be a whole thing where he's going to learn, like, that she was kidnapped and everything. 5 minutes? Okay, I'll do the 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm not saying goodnight yet. Not saying goodnight yet. Okay.
Would it be okay if I headed out pretty soon? Mama's always strict about getting home on time.
I won't take up that much of your time. We're headed to that storehouse.
As they got out of the car, a man came down, dashing out of the storehouse, bowed, then whispered into Caleb's ear.
What? Dang, the man has no patience at all.
Uh-oh. Caleb clicked his tongue, then started running. Leo followed after him. The instant they entered the storehouse, their noses were assaulted with a bad smell. It was a raw smell, a mixture of blood and sweat.
Father,
When the underlings noticed that Caleb had arrived, they stood up straight and bowed. Slowly, Miguel rose to his feet and shrugged.
Miguel, did that evil sickness of yours show up again?
Caleb, I'm sorry. But this woman was just too beautiful.
Oh no. Leo wordlessly dashed forward and held Rose, who lay at Miguel's feet. Her innocent white body had been scribbled all over with malice, madness, and oil paint that was too red. The scene was innocently gruesome, like a baby playing with a toy until it broke because he didn't know his own strength. She seemed to be conscious, but her gaze was unfocused. Did he really carve up her body with his knife? Oh my God. When Leo called to her, her eyes moved slightly, but she didn't respond with words. How could a single knife wound a person to gouge out not only their body but their heart to this degree? That blade must have dug into her innocent heart as easily as a malice-filled knife through butter. Leo put Rose's jacket on her like a blanket and slowly lifted her up. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. This isn't what I ordered.
I know.
Shishigami. No, Leo.
So he did know. He did know.
I'll listen to your request. I'd be willing to let this woman in Primavera go. If you will become mine.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Again, the stream title is oddly appropriate.
So once again, I've got to abandon what I'm trying to protect. I should have never gotten on that boat.
Absolutely, Void Dweller. He sealed his fate.
I should have stayed in that country all alone if I had to, and fought them until the end. I will never abandon what I'm supposed to protect again.
Still holding Rose, Leo slowly began to walk past the men and out of the storehouse. The underlings looked at Caleb, wondering if they should grab Leo, but Caleb gave a small shake of his head.
Leo, why are you refusing if you know you're fighting a losing war? Isn't one lost war enough? Do you want to taste that helplessness again?
Losing isn't so bad. Leaving without being allowed to fight alongside your comrades is much more painful.
Yep, Caleb screwed up. At some point it had started raining around the storehouse. Leo, with Rose in his arms, disappeared into that rain. Caleb just silently stared into the night's darkness that Leo had vanished into.
Leo! And Rose is with you. Rose-san! Rose-san!
Brother, Leo and Rose are back!
Thank goodness. Are they both alright?
Oh yeah, are they okay? Rose! She's covered in blood!
Rose's gray eyes, still out of focus, were a tragic sight. Seeing that, the woman must have realized something terrible. Hello, Jose. Welcome to the stream.
Rose-san! Rose-san! Because I was powerless. It's my fault. My fault!
Don't blame yourself. You gave it the best you had.
At any rate, let's go inside. I'll call for a doctor.
Rose, hang in there. Rose!
Rose showed finally showed signs of emotion. She cried weakly and tears streamed down her face.
You really hung in there. You really were strong.
You're amazing. Truly amazing. The two of them hugged Rose, crying. When he saw that, Wayne let out a cry of like a howling beast. Over and over again, he slammed his head against a pillar until his forehead bled.
Stop it, Wayne! Who's gonna be able to see you hurt yourself? Ah! Ah!
He wanted to bear even a tiny bit of Rose's pain. Wayne hurt himself over and over again, till Cyrus held his arms around his back.
Let go, old man! Let go, damn it!
As he forced himself out of the hold, Wayne fell onto the roadside, drenching himself in a puddle of water.
Oh, said they'd protect Rose-san as long as she lived. We'll try to act like some sort of knight. Oh, I've got no right to look at Rose-san's face.
Hey, Wayne! Wayne!
Wayne.
Screaming, Wayne ran, disappearing behind the curtain of rain. Starting that night, Wayne disappeared from Primavera. Stella and Muriel carried Rose inside, while the men remained where they were. Cyrus weakly crouched down where he stood. Richard closed his eyes and just stood there. And Leo, he stood in the entranceway with the rain rolling in. Staring dumbfounded at a stormy sky that was painted black, with no fragment of hope escaping. Yep, chapter end. A new ruler. Okay, you guys. Wow. What a chapter. And with that, I will say, so long, farewell, memories, and good night to all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.